Hello everybody, this is Phoenix Cindy. I'm back with another Lizargon devlog. Over this past long frickin' while, I finally finished my game's Interactables and dialogue systems. Well, I finished them before my big hiatus, just that I wasn't really able to make the devlog because of the hiatus, Fun, love it when life decides to absolutely destroy me with no warning whatsoever. But we continue. Let's finish the devlog, and then I can keep working on Lizargon. So, what are these interactable and dialogue systems? These two systems are what I'll use to let players talk to game characters, make pseudo cutscenes, world build, etc., etc. Alright, there are two systems working together here, the Interactables and the dialogue systems. First, I'll go over the Interactables system. The Interactables system is what allows me to temporarily take away player control and do things. This can be for dialogue, sequences, pseudo cutscenes, area transitions, anything like that where I need to take away the player's control for a bit. And to make sure things don't look too weird, it smoothly transitions the player's position and animations. To interact with Interactables, you simply have to stand still and press up. I originally had the idea of doing some weird crap allowing you to be moving and slowing down your speed and all this dumb stuff to give speedrunners a lot of edge and blah blah blah. But honestly, Lizargon already has a ton of tech, already has a ton of movement. I don't need to add more. It's good at it as is. If you're a speedrunner, just figure out a way to not talk to them in the first place, or I don't know. Or just frickin' deal with it. Next up, the dialogue system. This is what took the most time out of the two systems I implemented into Lizargon, mostly because of my own stupidity. Lizargon's dialogue system has a few components: the active, the text speed, and close-up. The active is pretty simple. If the dialogue is active, it's on the top of your screen. When inactive, it goes away. I implemented a little scale transition thing to make it look a little more professional and just a tad bit more satisfying. The text uses Godot's rich text label, which has a built-in BB code. What is BB code? It essentially lets me customize the text with different fonts, styles, sizes, colors, all that good stuff. The text speed is simply how fast the text is revealed, using a simple timer and a check to see if the text is complete or not. If the text is complete, I display the continue indicator arrow on the bottom right to tell the player that they can just continue the dialogue now. You can also press the continue button early to reveal it all, just in case if you don't want to read it for whatever reason. And finally, the close-up is a little view of the character talking just to add a little more emphasis and emotion. Everything in the dialogue system is customizable by me. The player can start interacting with something, the interaction can trigger the dialogue system, and I can use both systems together to make pretty much whatever dialogue and pseudo cutscene I want. The active state of the dialogue system, the text speed, and the close-up are all customizable through creating animations in the interactable mode. One tip for anyone who wants to get into game dev: read. I wasted so much time trying to figure out how to make the dialogue system correctly respond to animations created, only to realize that there's a freaking method track and type in Godot. This method track type lets you trigger custom methods that you've written in code, which solved tons of my problems. I am telling you, read. And that is all. It's a pretty short devlog, especially after so long, but life happened. I really couldn't do anything except for just bite the bullet and focus and get through it. I did get through that period, but I was not able to do anything for Lizargon. But we ball. So what's next for Lizargon now that I'm not spending all my freaking time breathing, eating, and working? First, I want to get a good font for Lizargon. Things are starting to come together slowly, so I want a good font while I work on the more user features of the game, like the pause menu, the dialogue, the text, blah blah. I don't really want to create my own font, since that seems pretty unnecessary, so font hunting it is. I will create my own font if I desperately have to, but I'm pretty sure there's a font out there over the thousands that exist. Second, I want to finish up the final animation things for the player character. These include the idle crawl, all the combat animations, and the ribbon and tail procedural animations. And that is all for now. Let's see how this game goes. Hopefully it turns out pretty well. Stay tuned and see you all in the near future.